guys, especially like CNFT tools, right? You guys have actually um, set a standard for people verifying their wallets in the whole of CNFT space. You know, I've got people coming in and telling me like, oh, CNFT tools is the thing because they've already verified their wallets before, and it's so easy for them. When they want to verify again, and yeah, it's a commendable thing.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, there's that
Yeah.
we do have some competition out there that keeps us honest and everything, but we do our best to innovate and make the space an easier and more convenient place for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's good. That's good. That's really good.
so Metaplanes. I mean, I'll have to admit here, I don't know a huge amount about your project.
Hmm. Hmm.
I do remember that you came out on the same weekend as there was another drop going on, and where the whole seaplane meme started. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
that kicked you off quite nicely. And I'd love to hear what you turned the meme into.
Oh yeah, okay. So the seaplane thing. Okay, so I mean, Metaplanes has been here for I think like for the last 6 or 7 months.
Oh
You know,
wow.
and what happened for the seaplane stuff was that it's quite funny though because I didn't really like understood what the whole seaplane thing was happening, and like people in my community they were saying like, hey, have you like looked at the seaplane and stuff like that? Then I was like, what is a seaplane? And like I thought that there was actually another like project saying like doing a seaplane, mint or something like that, you know. And then one of my members told me that no, it's not a new mint, but it was actually the Disco Solaris verification board that they actually had a seaplane thing
Yeah,
happening around there.
yeah,
So I hit them up. I told them, I said, look, because at that period of time they were having a lot of fun. A lot of people like like upset about the mint and stuff like that.
yeah.
So I hit them up. I told them, look, Metaplanes is the only plane project on Cardano at this period of time. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna put Disco Solaris in the collaboration as well for us, and I'm gonna do a seaplane. That's why I
Nice.
did like a Disco Solaris plane, but I put a cute little disclaimer saying hashtag not seaplane. You know, yeah. Look, look at the chat, bro. Everybody's doing that shit.
Oh, we all love a good meme, especially
Yeah,
when memes come to life like that.
and the thing was that like I was speaking in Disco Solaris as well. So they were actually trying to counter that stuff that they gotten about the seaplane and stuff because it was too much for them at that period of time as well. So
Yeah, it
um
was pretty bad.
yeah, it was pretty bad. So like, and us as in us meaning like saying Metaplane being like the only plane project on Cardano, and I told them like, look, this like there is not gonna be a seaplane, on Cardano. So we're gonna step in and we're gonna do this and counter the whole thing. And they were so happy about it because this is how things should be done. I feel like as project owners and as Cardano project owners, like we should always like be there for each other. Doesn't matter the FUD, doesn't matter what's happening in the chat and stuff like that. Because like every project has got their own issues,
Yeah,
right? So we always have to like stick together and always try to counter them. You know.
yeah. I mean, that's something I really love about the space is that especially from its infancy, like there's been such an environment of collaboration and help, and it's when projects need a help. There's 10 people there saying, yeah, what can we do? how
Yeah.
can we help? And
You know, this is
it's
actually a
so
blessing.
great.
This is actually a blessing, especially for Cardano because, like, okay, so the history about me and for Metaplanes was that I actually wanted to like start Metaplanes on Solana, because
Oh,
I was
okay.
from there. Yeah, I was from there, and but like if you are a user, if you are on Solana and you are just trying to make a couple of bucks and a couple of quid and stuff like that, yeah, you will make it. But on a project's perspective, it's kind of difficult to do that
Yeah,
thing there because it's not a community based system there. You get it?
yeah.
It's
It's all finance
yeah.
and
I mean,
flipping
I would
and
like if there's no children listening to this AMA, I would like say a few other words, but but like it's not, especially for a project to grow, it's not the space that I believe. It's
yeah,
not going to be a space that oh, you're gonna progress like X amount and stuff like that.
yeah.
So that is
People aren't
when,
so much interested in what
yeah,
you're doing as the opportunity to try and make a few quid.
yeah, that's the thing. And trust me, like metaplanes, especially metaplanes on the whole of Cardano, the only reason why like our community like is so strong is because we didn't sell out on our mint day.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, for sure. I mean, so many people see that as a bad thing, but a more sustainable mint with a committed community is far more valuable in the long term.
Yes.
Like, the people that have bought in are the people that are going to stay, as opposed to the people that are going to list it below mint or flip it for 588 profit or whatever.
Oh, dude, I had the 588 things. Like I had like 10 ADA people wanted to get profits out of the planes when we didn't mint. But the thing is that like we kept our cool, because the people who actually joined Metaplanes, they actually understood the vision. They knew that what we were trying to do, and this is the thing about like projects. This is the thing about like metaverses. This is the thing about like Cardano. This is the thing about everything. It's it's the fact that you don't succumb to the fear. You get it?
Yeah, yeah,
You buy in to the future. You see?
yeah,
You believe the vision, you trust the vision, and we invest the money into the vision. You see?
yeah,
So
for sure.
I'm so proud that like my community is has done it because I've not had a single fart. I mean, yeah, I have got like petty little farts in my group chat. Oh, the floor is like 2 ADA, 3 ADA. I'm like,
Yeah,
you know, I,
the
I,
floor
I can,
doesn't matter
yeah, it doesn't matter.
in projects like that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, in a lot of cases, when the floor is low like that, it's a good thing because that can actually attract people that might not have been able to afford to get in before.
Yeah.
Like everyone, goes on about how great it is, all these 100 ADA mint prices, but that's 100 ADA is a lot to somebody, even with depressed price of ADA, can be a lot to somebody in the Western world, let alone somebody in Africa or South America or the Philippines or somewhere like that.
But
It's
I'm
quite
from Africa. I'm from Africa. I'm from Philippines. I'm from everywhere in the world. Do you know what like my nickname is in Metaplanes?
go on.
I'm called Mr. Worldwide,
That's not a
like
bad
Pitbull.
name actually. I wouldn't be upset for that. I won't tell you what my friends call me, but
Oh,
don't.
ah,
We want this video shareable on YouTube at the end of it.
uh, look at that, Mr. Worldwide. Let's go. You know why I said Mr. Worldwide? It's because, like, as a person, right? As a person, as a creator, as a human being, as a man, as a businessman, I have done everything. And when I created Metaplanes, I will not do anything that would jeopardize Metaplanes, you know?
Yeah,
So everything that I do, it's gonna be beneficial for everyone's that believed in the project from the start. That is the first thing that I told my community from the start. I have like clearly mentioned it. I've imprinted it in Metaplane, saying that believers will always be rewarded. You know,
yeah. So
and,
what?
and
Oh, sorry. I was going to say what you've lived in all these different places around the world and everything like that. What got you into NFTs to start with then? Like, what was your introduction?
okay. So the introduction for me is that um I've been like I'm a businessman, right? So
Right.
I do a lot of businesses around the world. I've traveled everywhere and stuff like that. And the thing was that um especially when the coronavirus hit the whole world, and people couldn't travel, and I got hit as well, because I couldn't travel,
Yeah.
so traveling is a major part of what I was trying to do, and my business as well. And at that period of time when I couldn't travel, like it it made me become mundane, you know like I couldn't I it just became it made me like how would I say, I
Depressed,
wouldn't say
sad.
handicapped, yeah, like kind of
Yeah.
sad,
Like
like
down,
I was just, yeah.
lethargic. Like don't want
So
to do anything. Like
yeah, this is the thing. And the thing why I keep telling people like traveling is a thing that everyone should do is because you know we get to see everyone else's lives, you know
yeah,
we we can live with them, like at least for a week or 2 weeks, and we understand what like someone in my situation, like on the opposite side of the world, you know it's going to be a different case, it's
yeah,
going to be a different situation, it's going to be a different story, but when you travel, you actually learn about yourself. You appreciate what you actually have, and you learn so much things.
yeah,
And I always tell like people, like I tell my friends, I said, if you have a chance, just travel. Just travel and learn about what is happening around the world, because your beautiful bed at your home is not going to be the same thing, you know, when you're on the opposite side of the world, you know. So it's a like, and the thing about Metaplanes was that since I couldn't travel, right? So I created Metaplanes, so that we could travel in the metaverse, on Cardano, in Cardano, and stuff like that. But there's a lot of life lessons, that we could actually learn from about traveling, about things that we could have done, we couldn't do, and stuff like. There's a lot of things, and that's the thing. I'm so proud of my community is because like they understood the the root of the project from the start.
yeah, 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 for sure. So I mean, I've just brought up your air map for YouTube here,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean, you certainly have a lot on your plate there. Sort of like the DAO is is one of the things that's going to spring to people's minds for questions. So do you want to
Yep.
take us through that side of it a little bit?
Okay, so the DAO that I created was actually so we had an issue, right? We didn't sell out on our mint day.
Yeah.
Um, it was kind of an unfortunate event because our mint day actually fell through the weekend that Sunday swap came.
Oh, good game.
Yeah, it was a very bad weekend that we
Yeah,
had to
I
go through.
mean, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm guessing you scheduled that before you realised, anyway.
I had a schedule like, like a long, I scheduled it like at least a month and a half before.
Oh wow.
And I did not know that, like Sunday swap is going to come on that weekend. So the whole Cardano blockchain was congested, and nothing was going through.
Yeah, I mean, I was sending
So
transactions and going to sleep and hoping that they're completed by the time I woke up.
yeah, that's the thing. So on that day, when I had the min, I had so much of failed transactions. At that period of time, I think I had like on the day itself, I had like 2,000 failed
Yeah.
transactions, and my min was like what 3,333.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, and I had a whitelist as well. So if I'm not wrong, when I did the public min, I think I had about 2,700 planes left,
Oh wow.
and yeah, I had like almost like above 3,000 failed transactions because of
Yeah.
the congestion,
Yeah.
about Sunday swap and
Highly
stuff like that.
frustrating stuff.
Yeah, it was, but like I was extremely frustrated because every project would want to sell out on the mint day and stuff like that. But I not say I, but we took it into our advantage actually, because we felt that like the people who are actually going to buy on that mint are just trying to make a quick buck and leave, you see.
Yeah.
And it was a good thing that I didn't sell out for the next one whole month, you
Yeah.
know. And that is when I went into we went in to push in with all the collaborations that we actually have with all the other, good Cardano projects and stuff like that, and building our system, and the good thing is that the people still stood by, like
Yeah.
our
I
my
mean, it's
community.
it's impressive that a project that didn't sell out got that kind of support with collabs and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had experiences where I've had to turn away projects because they're not established enough, so we don't know that the art's legit and stuff like that, and it just causes problems if you partner with projects too early. So the fact that you're able to still get that support from everybody is quite impressive.
yeah. Like I know quite a few of people, in Cardano and stuff like that, and it's 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 commendable for the groups that I actually reached out to, for
Yeah,
the collabs and stuff like that, to actually support me as well, because sometimes it's not about like the project itself, but it's actually about the creators. It's actually about the team,
yeah,
and how much the people believe in the team, and people believe in in the creators as well. You see,
yeah, for sure.
so yeah, that was what I actually created with Metaplanes, because like my people, they love me. I love them as well. So, and the good thing was that like the other projects as well, they have, even before we sold out, there were a few projects that they knew me, and they knew my system and my character, and they said, you know what, we believe in the system, we believe in the prospect, so we're gonna come
Yeah,
in, you see. Yeah. So it's about, like I said, it's about a project on Cardano. It's just not about like the hype. I'm telling you,
oh
we were
yeah,
not a hyped up project at all. Like, we were not a hyped up project at all. But the good thing was that people recognize, because um, as a creator, I've done a lot for the project. I've given so much for the community as well, and the other projects recognize as well, because this is what every project in on Cardano should be about. It should be about, you know trusting the creator, trusting the vision, and moving forward. Like I do not believe that a project that is going to be like hyped up for like 5 days is going to last on the long run. You
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
Yeah.
like it's very difficult to sustain hype over a longer period of time.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
it's very difficult, but and it's very tiring. You know why? Because you see, as a project creator, right, as a project owner, right, you you might have asked for the hype, saying that, oh, I want this, I want that, I want people to know about my project and stuff like that. But what happens is that you attract the different kind of investors
yeah,
into
very,
your project.
very much agree. I mean, I learned that one quite well with Sea Dinos and Reginald. Um, the Sea Dinos release was
Yeah.
a lot more hype than we ever imagined it was going to be.
I know.
And the point where you start getting 500,000 transactions a second hit in your server, you think, oh, you know. And then
Yeah, I know, I
the
know.
problem was at that point is that it was too hyped to even be able to get them out. And
Yeah,
then
that's the
when
thing.
Reginald came along, everyone started buying, and then realised, well, hang on a minute, like the value in this is locked up for the long term, not the short term.
Yeah, yeah.
And everyone decided to
And they're
start
gonna
selling
just
it for like a quarter of
jump
its
ship.
price.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah,
it didn't
yeah,
end well.
yeah.
But yeah, like hype is a very much double-edged sword, and too much is even worse than not enough.
I know. I I'm sorry. Could you give me like 1 minute, just 1 minute? I'm gonna like change my mic.
Yep, sure.
Okay, thanks.
I guess this is the moment I'm expected to say something smart and witty, or perhaps regale you with a joke or two. Um, Unfortunately, I don't really have anything prepared, so hopefully me saying all this will be just about long enough for him to change his mic.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, I was getting a bit worried a minute, like all the sing us a song comments coming through. I'm like, well, this, I know the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody, but I'm not going to sing it.
uh, Bro, nobody could sing like Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody is not a song to be sung. It's a song to be like
Yeah,
listened to and stuff like
but
that.
but but if you are going to sing it, you have to sing both the high and low parts.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a big problem.
But yeah, moving back towards the DAO and all the secondary royalties and everything else that goes in with that.
Okay, so let me explain about the DAO. So, for me, like I explained earlier, right? You see, like I came from, so my crypto journey started like 2 years ago. Like I was trading shit coins. I was trading meme coins. I was trading like good coins as well. So CNFT space, as in NFT, came on, right?
Right.
So I started off with Solana, and Solana when it was like the beginning stages, it was very profitable and stuff like that. The problem about Solana was that they advanced too fast.
Right.
That anyone could make a project and do shit.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it became like a free for all zone. Like anyone could like come in there and do anything that they want, and like there's no like repercussions
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
That was when like Solana had so much of rugs going on. People were getting scammed, and a lot of shit was going on Solana. And I knew that Cardano also had NFTs and stuff like that. So I was like in between here and there and stuff like that. So the good thing about Cardano is that like Cardano is so connected and it is so like community based that people would think twice to rock, you know, like especially if like if it's a known person, right, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm saying, right?
yeah. I mean, that's definitely still true for the most part now. But I think that down the line, we're going to be the same. Well, I mean, let's face it. The goal is to be, the same as Ethereum and Solana, and in the fact that we got projects sprouting all over
You
the
know the
place.
thing.
And
Do you know the thing that is, my secret wish is that I wish that Cardano is not going to be ever the same as Ethereum or Solana at all. You know, like we move away from the whole thing and we do our own thing. You know, because
yeah, I
I
mean,
feel that it is happening, you know, it is happening.
yeah,
But the thing is that to preserve the beauty, you know, the beauty of the community of Cardano, you know, we have to like move away from that, you know, because when I mean personally this is what I feel, you know, when we move into the same hype and we move into the, you know, same stuff. Do you know that, you know, when um Clay Claymates, they announced the thing with the collaboration with Snoop Dogg.
yeah.
Do you know that how many people got scammed
Oh,
on that?
yeah.
It's not
I've
even
got an
funny,
idea.
bro.
I've got an
Yeah,
idea.
it's not even funny. You know, like everyone was getting a DM saying that, oh, you know, the color, what was that? Big Nation is minting now. You know, you gotta, you know,
I've had
this
two.
is what, yeah, this is what I feel like. I mean, you should know, yeah, you know, the kind of things
They
that happen.
those bots join the servers literally 1,000 at a time. They're
Yeah, I know.
I have commented back
So
on them
this
all.
is what I'm trying to like, not say I'm trying to preserve, but I wish that we try and preserve and move away from that because Cardano itself, it's a different planet, you know.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
we wouldn't need all this hyped up stuff. Wouldn't need like you know, influencers like, you know, commenting on Twitter every single day. How many? Oh, I've got like 15,000 ADA, you know. which which floor do you want us to
Yeah.
sweep, you know? You know.
Who's got the biggest community?
Yeah. We don't like, I feel that as because I love Cardano. Like I freaking love Cardano. Like I don't think that we need that, you know, because it's to preserve the vanity of Cardano in on the whole, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's just one of those things where the success becomes a double-edged sword because with mass adoption comes all the other issues that comes with it.
Yeah. And
So
the good thing about
it's
Cardano is that like it has been slow, you know, it has been slow compared to, you know, the other advancements from the other blockchains and stuff like that. But the good thing about Cardano is that Charles and his whole team, you know, they are actually rectifying the every single problem that all other blockchains are actually facing now.
yeah,
You
just
know, that is why, yeah.
yeah, just slowly,
Yeah, just
slowly.
slowly, you know, just slowly. That is why it's always it's always a good thing that, you know, it's better to have the problems at the start
Yeah,
than to and rectify it, you know, at the beginning
yeah,
than to like, you know, prolong it and bring all the problems together when, you know, like all the metaverses are like booming in on Cardano, you know, then it's going to be a shit show, you know.
yeah, yeah. That's for sure. But yeah, well, third time lucky with the DAO and the secondary royalties. Then
Okay, sorry. So the okay, I'm gonna come back to that again. So the
yeah,
DAO for me is that I have seen a lot of projects, especially on other blockchains, you know, committing to the investors,
yeah,
committing to the holders, saying that, you know, they're gonna this DAO is gonna be that, okay, they're gonna like give back whatever the royalties that they earn. They're gonna give back to the community.
Yeah.
You get it? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's not it's a good thing for the holder, but it's not a sustainable system for the project on the whole. You see?
Right.
So
Yeah.
our my ideology for Metaplanes DAO and the royalties is that I have allocated. I mean, I have been allocating like funds for with the um, treasury wallet. I mean the secondary wallet on JPEG and CNFT and stuff like that to actually buy back the floor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So what we do is that we buy back the floor and we actually reward it. We reward the planes back to the people who actually hold the planes.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like a giveaway, I buy back the floor, I give it
Yeah.
back to people who actually hold the planes and stuff like that.
No, that's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, because it's I feel that every NFT project that is on the chain, is on like whatever, platform, they should run it in a way that it's the same as a business, you know.
Oh,
We
very definitely.
Yeah, we also have to, as creators, we also have to look after the project and make sure that it's sustainable in the long run than to just satisfy people on a short-term basis.
Yeah.
You get it?
Very true. You need a
Yeah.
sustainable footing to be able to carry on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, looking ahead in your air map here, I'm seeing that you've got some G2 fighter metaplanes in the works.
Yeah.
So
So the
are they going to
G2,
be pixel art again, or
we actually like they would be okay. So we've already done with the G1 planes. The G1 planes is the pixel art
yeah?
planes and stuff. So now we're actually going to the G1.5 collaboration mint with all the other eight
Oh,
projects that we already collaborated with.
nice. How
Yeah.
sorry to butt in again, but how about
Yeah.
a little list of all those projects that are going to appear in that?
Okay. So we've got Ada Punks. We've got very important dummies, VID.
Nice.
We've got Ape Society. We've got Ugly Bros. We've got Cardano Crocs. We've got Lazy Llamas, and we've got another group that it's not an official collaboration, but it's a collaboration with the owners who actually own the NFTs.
Oh,
So
okay.
that group is actually Boss Cats.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so what we did, what Metaplanes did was we actually, I mean, I've been like tirelessly like trying to get the Boss Cats to come in, but there was very little response. So what we did was we actually like reached out to the actual owners of each and every Boss Cat, and we got their permissions to actually put their cats on our planes.
Very nice.
So that is a a separate collaboration that we actually doing, and obviously yeah we've got Disco Solaris,
Yeah.
and we've got Project 2090
Oh, yeah.
as well.
They're really nice looking, actually. I think.
Yeah. So we've got this like when I chose the projects, when I spoke to them, I knew that because the thing is that like I spoke to them because I know the people behind it,
Yeah.
and it's always good to like know the people who are doing the things behind the scenes, and you would know visions and stuff like that. So yeah, so like the people who I like got in for the collapse, they understood our vision, and I definitely understood their vision, and they are like my friends as well. So, they came in without a question
Yeah,
because they
makes a
they
lot of
knew
sense.
what's gonna happen. Yeah, they knew what's gonna happen in the future. The next thing is that we also actually tied up with we have been talking to a few metaverse projects and stuff like that. The thing about metaverse on Cardano is that it's gonna take a while, like
Yeah,
for each and every metaverse to be like set up and functional and operational and stuff like that. So um, even the biggest metaverses on Cardano, they are not fully functional at this moment,
yeah.
right? So um, we have a few of them on our books, and like a few of them are is like our friends and stuff like that. But we have established the first metaverse for us to actually for our place to actually be flying on them, and it's
Nice.
called Adalands. So yeah, we will have like a dedicated airport for us. We would work together to program our planes to be flying on the lands, and the whole spectrum of it is going to go on there
Very
first.
nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
find them. Is that Ada Realm? Sorry.
Ada realms, yeah, in the future, yeah. It's Ada
Yeah.
lens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just Google's failing me when I'm searching for Aderlands. Pandas in Aderland. That sounds better. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen these ones before myself, but yeah, we'll throw this over here for YouTube. But yeah, no, yeah, they look pretty cool. So will you have like movement speed advantages for flying around in a plane versus like walking around, or is that stuff that's still up in the air?
Mostly it's up in the air because like what we are working on is that okay. So what Metaplanes is about is we want to be the pioneers of meta travel. If you get what I mean,
Yeah.
like we want to be the first people to actually like fly on the metaverses, connecting every metaverses together, within the cities and like outer cities as well.
Ah, okay.
So that is what we are actually trying to create.
Yeah, that'll be quite cool actually, especially where some of these metaverses are rather large. It'll be quite handy to have. Well, much like in real life, it'll save a lot of time.
Yeah, it will save a lot of time. And the good thing is that like how this planes are actually going to work in the metaverse is that I've got a very intricate system of getting rewards with the planes. So what I introduced is that um, we actually already have our own tokens as well. So we everything is actually based on the rarity of your planes. So
Okay.
yeah, so the higher the rank of your planes, you would have more benefits.
Okay.
Yeah, so like if let's say your plane is rank from, let's say, top 10, right?
Right.
So you will get an average of 45 seats, 45 capacity.
Right.
I mean, like, like capacity of like, what people could sit in and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So Yeah. So this capacity is it would also reciprocate the amount of mouse token that you would earn.
Right. So obviously, like you're transporting all these people around. So
Yeah, correct. And also like because we are actually working on the our staking system as well. So when you stake a plane that has got like, for example, 10 seats, right? You would get an X amount of tokens, you see. So it varies with your capacity of the plane, like the rarity of the planes.
yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And like when this whole rarity system and this whole capacity system would actually follow through when we actually move on to the metaverses as well. So when people, like, let's say someone wants to take a plane and they are trying to take a plane for, or they are actually trying to get passengers for a plane.
Yeah.
Let's say, like, I've got a rank six plane, right? So six plane is like, you would get an initial drop of 45 seats, and you could actually max it out to 450 seats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when these planes go on to the metaverse, when people actually want to take the planes, they would obviously have to, pay for their ticket. They got to buy for the ticket and stuff like that. So if, let's say, a plane has got like 20 seats, right? So people who are going to fly on the plane, they would maybe, let's say, they gotta pay like 3 ADA, 5 ADA, 10 ADA, or whatever. Let's keep it like 5 ADA, right? So 20 seats plane, everyone is going to pay 5 ADA for it. So it's going to be like 100 ADA. So this 100 ADA, it would be um, distributed between the Metaverse project that we actually tied up with,
Yeah.
the Meta Planes project, obviously, and the Meta Planes holders as well.
Oh, okay.
And that is per trip.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, will people be limited into what routes they can fly, or can they set up their own routes from anywhere to anywhere?
That's the thing. So, like, what we're trying to do is that because the metaverses, what we're trying to do is we're actually setting up um, intercity flights first, and then we will set up like metaverse to metaverse flights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
So
So,
what
so,
what happens with the people who actually fly on the planes, right?
well,
So
yeah,
what we would do is that's a very important question, because, like, everyone has asked me, oh, what's gonna happen, why should I like spend 5 ADA to like get on a plane when I could just do like everything else, and so many other things. So our response is that we would create a visual experience for them, like for the passengers. They could move around on the flight, they could walk around in the plane, and they would be able to see what's happening outside,
nice.
on their world. And it's going to be a visual experience that they would enjoy, because there's a lot of um schematics that's going to be inputted in this flight that they're gonna take. It's just not gonna be like, oh, they're just gonna pay like 2 ADA, 3 ADA, and they're just gonna
Yeah,
like
it's not
go
like
one
a
point.
step on and
Yeah,
instantly warp and step off sort of thing. There's a whole
yeah,
experience involved, and
yes.
maybe one day down the line you'll be able to have a glass of champagne as well, and
Probably I'm gonna charge them for the champagne though, but yeah,
just make sure the bags get there okay. Yeah,
yeah.
don't have them
So
end
yeah,
up in a completely different metaverse.
yeah, I know. So this is what we are actually trying to create, and the thing was that um I'm a gamer. I love to play games and stuff like that. I've had experiences that a few games that they actually omitted the part of traveling. Excuse me. they actually did not let the character travel from one place to another. You know, it was an instant thing that they did. Like,
Yeah,
if I wanted to travel from one place to another, it was instant, which is kind of boring. You know, like I want to go on the train, I want to go on the plane, I want to see the, like the scenery. I want to like do so many things that I am not able to do in real life. You know.
yeah. I mean, I mean, I used to play EverQuest back in the early days,
Mhm.
and the reduction of travel. I mean, they didn't ever eliminate it, but they reduced travel time a lot over the years, and the journey was so much a part of the experience. You know, it's like, well, okay, I've logged on. I'm gonna go play with my five friends that are over in this zone over here. You
Yeah.
couldn't just walk there or anything. It literally, it might have been a 90-minute journey to get there with imminent death the entire
Mhm.
way. But that gave so much more to the experience of going to play with my friends. You know.
That's the thing. That was what like a lot of games um eliminated. You know, they just like just destroyed that experience. You know,
Yeah.
and what I feel, I like coming from a gamer, like what I feel is that, we should be able to like experience everything. We should be able to see everything that we want to see, like why, like we're already living in a virtual world right now, so we would, and everyone would appreciate the whole experience of what's happening around them, and giving them the freedom to like do whatever they want to do with the planes, and and being able to see their lands in Ada Land, and in a
Yeah.
few other more
Yeah. All
metaverse.
the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
So yeah, why
should we
what
ask if you're set up to join the Clayverse?
I don't think yet, but I'm already in touch with the other metaverse, the other bigger metaverse.
Like
So
Pavia or Cornucopia or
I think it ends with a A. So yeah,
Cornucopia probably, or well, or
nah,
Pavia
nah.
actually. uh,
Yeah, they they both end with a A.
yeah, so like yeah, I'll just put my foot back in my mouth for now anyway.
So yeah, they realize. You see, what's happening with the metaverses is that, look, metaverse projects. We are selling lands. We are selling plots. We are selling houses, right?
Yeah,
So what happens after that? You know, there's a lot of things that come into the picture after that, because everything is actually a business. Metaverses is a business. It's how you run the metaverse, how you bring in
yeah,
utility into the metaverse, how you actually, you know, generate income in the metaverse as well.
yeah,
So what happens when you've already built a metaverse, right? You've got a metaverse, you've got land, you've got houses. So what happens next? Everything that we on ground in real life that we are doing is going to come into the metaverse. That's the
yeah.
whole purpose of
Oh yeah,
metaverses.
big shopping mall.
Yeah, shopping mall. Everything is going to come, like shopping malls, like F&B businesses. Tourism is going to come in, and this advertisements is going to come in. Media is going to come in. There's so much of things that is going to come in into the metaverse.
Yeah,
you know
but it's not
so
going to be this Ready Player One experience that everyone
yeah,
seems to be
it's
sold on from stupid Facebook, or sorry, Meta videos.
yeah, it's not going to be that. it's
Yeah,
it's it's going to be a different kind of, I would say, a different kind of white paper that would actually sell into the metaverse, because whatever white paper that people are selling now, it's not going to work in the long run, because the future of metaverses is that it's gonna be similar to what we're actually living in. Whatever businesses that we have in our real world is going to come over there.
Yeah.
And the thing is that a lot of real life businesses, they are actually coming on, jumping on board to the metaverses, you know. So what Metaplanes is trying to do is that we are trying to conquer the travel part of it.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean, get. You know, as has been mentioned, getting around is going to be quite important between all these different areas and different zones and what have you.
There's actually another important stuff that we're actually doing as well. So Metaplanes is actually offering like advertising opportunities as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happens is that one of the reasons why I actually did the collaboration mint with all the other projects is because, and one of the reasons why they actually came on board was actually because they want their planes to be flying on the metaverses as well. You know,
Yeah.
they want to see
Everybody wants their
uh
piece.
yes, they want to see their, like, you know, Ape Society plane flying. They want to see the Ada planes flying. They want to see Ada Punk's planes flying, and you know, so it's all about getting noticed. You see, so
Yeah, for
what
sure.
we yeah what we try to do, the additional stuff that we actually Metaplanes is trying to do is that we would actually give certain rights for certain holders in our uh, project to actually advertise their own businesses on the Metaplanes itself. So we would offer them like advertising space for the place to be actually carrying their banners of their real life businesses.
That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
actually very cool.
yeah.
So, something else that I'm seeing on your roadmap, which is a little while away now, granted,
Mhm.
but real airline tickets for lucky holders.
Okay, so the thing about real airline tickets, so what we do is that we would actually um, use the funds that we actually generated to reward a few lucky and dedicated holders to, you know, travel to where they want to go, and stuff like that. So what I was planning was that initially, when we started off the mint, you know, our secondary sales was not um that, you know, prolific and stuff. So it's not gonna be like, you know, oh, I mean, I'm gonna, you know, award someone a two-way ticket to, like, you know, Amsterdam or and stuff like that. So I'm actually like pacing ourselves as well to see when and what can be done about the real airline tickets. I actually reached out to a few airlines.
Yeah, I mean that
uh,
that seemed like a really good way to go with it.
Yeah, but the problem is that, you see, like, NFTs are you know, decentralized, you know, thing, and it's kind of difficult to bring in the big
Yeah,
corporations to come in. It's a it's a really difficult task to actually bring in,
yeah,
because I've actually went through that pace. You know, I have friends in who fly, like, you know, commercial flights. I've got pilots friends. I've got people who are in like big airline corporations and stuff like that. But the problem that I faced was that it's difficult for these guys to come in because we are not that big enough yet.
yeah. No, agreed. Like they
You know.
companies that size tend to be quite risk averse.
Yeah, correct. So, but the thing is that, like, the my pitch was that, look, you know, everyone is hit, and especially during the whole COVID, you know, situation and stuff, the biggest industry that was hit was tourism, especially airlines,
Yeah,
you know.
agreed.
So they have lost a ton of money, and my pitch was that, look, this is going to be the next thing, people with everyone is moving on to
Yeah.
metaverses and and stuff like that. So my pitch to them was that, look, if people are going to like spend X amount of money on the metaverses and you are just trying to recover from the pandemic and stuff like that, I feel it's gonna be it's gonna be a good exposure, for the both of us, especially, because you guys need people to fly, we need to let our people fly on your planes. So
Yeah.
so
Like,
you
would you
know
like to move people and not pay for a fuel bill?
yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, so I've reached out to them, I've spoken to them, but the underlying biggest problem is that every airlines is actually owned by the government or the big corporations and stuff like that, you
Yeah.
see. So they are not really interested in having a petty metaverse coming along, or having a like a Mickey Mouse a
Yeah, I
project
mean,
coming
like,
along to.
Snoop Dogg is small to those guys, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. So like I'm still, working the my, working up the ladder with these guys. The thing is that, like, when I speak to these guys, I'm not like talking about like, oh, I'm like sending an email to them and waiting for the responses. No, I'm like speaking with people who could actually do something in the system,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
but when I speak to them, they give me the reality of how those guys are running, So I'm like, okay, I can't say any more to them, So I'm like, okay, fine, this, because the thing is that everyone in the world, every business in the world would need the exposure of what's happening in NFT space, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just about time that these people would actually come and say, hey, you know what? This is what we need. This is what we could do for you. Let's work together. It's just about time, because the biggest corporations in the world, they are just losing money,
Yeah, I mean,
because of.
I guess there's a thing of, nobody wants to be first because if you're first, you're going to be wrong a lot more often than you're going to be right.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you don't want to be last. But again, there's, however many different metaverses springing up just on Cardano alone, and especially, when you look at, Ethereum and Solana and Avalanche and all these other chains coming up, it's like, well, which one do we pick?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something like that's the dilemma that these guys are actually facing, because they are actually they are not decentralized,
No.
they are centralized, like
Yeah.
organizations. So they have to answer to a lot of people. They have got like stakeholders, they've got shareholders. Every decision that they make is going to affect their company on a whole.
Yeah.
you know but the thing that they can't accept is that what we are doing in the NFT space is all decentralized. Everybody's got a say. Every like project is running on its own, and we make the decisions on our own. There's no there's not how do I say, a legislation running saying that, hey,
Yeah.
this project has to be run this way. So I think soon enough they would break away from that, and jump on to the plane that is actually gonna take off.
Yeah. So we could see like a Boeing 747 flying around with Boeing written down on the side and all sorts of shenanigans going on inside, I guess.
Yeah, I really wish.
See if we can get a couple of those Russian billionaire ones as well.
no Russians doing anything on our Metaplanes, bro.
Now we'll just take their planes and put them to better use.
Right? I yeah. Let me try and call, like, a few of the oligarchs in Russia.
Oh dear. But yeah, so what's how long will it be before the 1.5 collab comes out then?
I'm aiming at the end of May.
Oh yeah, not
Uh,
far away then.
yeah, about a month and a half from now.
And still a similar style of art, or are they going to be a different, completely different, slightly different?
We're gonna still do it, keep it pixel art, and the good thing is that, like, it's gonna be refreshing because we're gonna throw in all the other collab projects, NFTs and stuff. So it's gonna be crazy because, like, you would have like 8 projects or 9 or 10 projects, like 10, like, good projects on Cardano, um marketing this mint, which is going to happen on like the first week of May. So it's going to be a huge mint.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Just want to make sure that people know that if you have any questions at all that you'd like answered, feel free to post them in chat. I'm reading chat, and I'll try to make sure that everybody gets any answers that they're after.
So can I pose a question as well?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Someone is typing. Let's see what the question is.
Yeah, a couple of people typing. Yeah, lots of when mints.
So there's this thing that I actually proposed on Metaplanes as well. So if you hold a minimum of 15 planes, you would be eligible to get okay, so I'm like dedicating like 20,000 ADA from the 1.5 million to people who actually own 15 planes.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's going to be like, split up between whoever owns like 15 and more planes.
Oh
So
wow. Yeah, that's
if
that's
if
that's a sizable giveaway. That one.
yeah, if I'm not wrong, I think based on the wallet analysis and stuff, I think about 80 to 90 people who actually own more than 15 planes on Meta Planes.
Oh wow.
So that 20,000 ADA would be split between these people for the X amount of planes that they actually own.
That's yeah. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
How many
And
metaplanes were there, by the way? And sorry, how many S1.5, and how much will they be?
okay, so the G1 planes is G1 is the first collection that I did. So
Yeah.
why I actually named it G1 is actually based on the Gulfstream planes, because it's like, G5, G6, G3,
Okay. Yeah.
uh, yeah, and stuff like that. So the G1 planes is 3,333, and I'm targeting like the G1.5 is going to be like 5,000 to 6,000 planes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the thing I initially wanted to do a drop of like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 planes, but the problem is that since we actually tied up with so many projects, and the demand is going to be insane because everyone would want to own like
Yeah. Everybody
NFT.
wants the plane of the project that's their favorite.
Yes, yes. So I actually increased the amount, and I told the projects as well. I told the collabs as well that you know what, I'm increasing the amount of planes that I'm gonna mint, and it's because like I foresee that the demand is gonna be huge. You know, it's gonna be insane. You know,
Yeah,
like if you would take like just one group, like one project, like let's say okay, Cardano Crocs, right? They've got like I think what like 9,000 people in their Discord and you know
yeah,
a lot more on their Twitter and stuff like that. So like everyone on that project who's actually holding a croc would want a croc plane, you
yeah.
know.
And even if it's only, three or four hundred people out of that 9,000 people, that's
Yeah,
still,
it's
three or four hundred from that project, three or four hundred from this other project, a couple of hundred from that
yeah,
project, a few hundred from that project. Then all of a sudden, 6,000 doesn't look like a lot anymore.
yeah. So that's why I actually like, increased the amount because I know that it's the demand is gonna be immense, you know.
So how
And
much will
like
they be?
we're still deciding on the price. So it's gonna be a month away, a month and a half from now. So we are just waiting on to see like how the price is gonna be with ADA and stuff like that, and we would release a price.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Yeah, sorry, Farm Boy was just asking again how many 1.5 planes. Yeah, so somewhere around the 5 to 6,000 mark is projected at the minute, but I'm guessing there'll be an announcement closer to the time.
Or maybe I would just like throw in a 10,000 collection for all the collect mints.
Well, that's something that I'm sure the community will enjoy discussing in the chat.
Yeah, look at the chat. There's a few projects that I would also like to how would I say, like I appreciate
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they are doing, and like I said, it's always about the team of behind the project. It's not really the project, because I feel that anyone in this space of time could do a project, but for us to actually run a successful project and for us to run a sustainable project, as creators, as owners, they have to have a certain um decorum.
yeah,
They have to have a certain standard. They know what they're doing. They know the vision. They know
yeah. Have to be
what
able
to
to
do and what not to
communicate
do.
it, and
Yes. So there's this like this project that I really love is called um Lost Civilizations, because I love pixel art, and they are also doing pixel art, and they've got a good team, and let's see what they have on their books.
I think I may have found them here. No, that's not them.
Oh yeah, they are in the chat. Yeah, they're in the
Oh,
chat though.
yeah. So I was trying to find on Twitter. Oh, let's unmute Happy if he likes. Let,
Yeah.
let him take some glory. Hello, Happy. You are able to speak if you're able.
Um, Hello.
Just throw
Hi.
you there in at the deep end there.
Well, thank you so much. To be honest, I'm just the artist, so I'm just here to support, Metaplanes fam, the music community. Um, Absolutely amazing. Love the art. Incredible. And we couldn't be more grateful to Snowdron. Really, he's been really helpful. As a guide to like what makes an amazing and sustainable project as well. So we're really grateful to him, and he's sick. Yeah,
Don't
but
don't be a waste man, Happy.
I'm covering for Sec today since he's currently MIA, but you know, yeah, glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
So is there anyone else we should be giving a shout out to?
No, I think we should give a shout out to Cold Fusion though. Cold Fusion is another one that we are, having a few a few things coming up. So yeah, let Cold Fusion speak as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I love, like, I don't know why, but I keep getting friends from the UK. Everyone that I'm trying to work with is from the UK, which is a
Hey,
good thing.
hey, John. Can I be heard?
You
Yeah,
can be
you
Yeah,
heard.
could.
superb. I'm just wondering if everything was right on my end. Yeah, it's great having these conversations with John, and I've been listening in intently. And John, you're a very very wise man, and I like the fact that you've travelled. It adds that deeper cultural feel, and I'm glad that you're having these links with projects that are all based around England and having these English friends makes life easy for when
I
for
know.
when we're all discussing.
I know. I was actually like, so I'm from Singapore, right? I
Yeah.
mean, if you guys, like, for those who don't know, that I'm a Singaporean. I was born in Singapore, and I actually moved to England like for 2 years, like when I was born. So my dad had businesses in England and stuff like that, and then when he was done, we moved back to Singapore and we lived. And I've got cousins living in England and stuff like that. So it's a good thing that what I grew up with is actually coming back to me. It's kind of a blessing as well. So yeah.
But yeah, obviously, well, not so obviously, the Tools team is all from the UK as well. So I can see a bigger meet-up happening in London one of these days. Though,
Why do you choose London? What is so great about London?
oh, it
Hey.
sucks. It absolutely sucks. I agree with you.
I
But
know.
Oh, hey. No, no,
try
I
getting
totally.
to anywhere else in the country easily.
I disagree. I disagree with everyone here. I was born in London, and I love London. I'm actually visiting. I'm going to go and visit the West End just to have a look around, just because I feel, I need to see the Elizabeth Tower, which has been revealed, Big Ben to everybody else. But yeah, I
Yeah,
would
London is
love.
a great place. London
Oh,
is a
it's an
great
amazing
place.
place. It's my favourite place.
I know, I know. I'll probably like see you guys there in like maybe a few months, maybe 2 or 3 months. I'll be there though.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few other people that were arranging a meet-up. So who knows? We might have to turn it into an unofficial pub crawl. I mean, it's England
Yeah,
after all. There has
I
to be
know,
alcohol involved somewhere.
I know. There's always going to be a pop pro everywhere there. In London.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
there's quite a well-known
it's
circuit,
yeah,
the Circle Line, where you go around. There's one of the underground lines goes round in a circle, basically around the centre of London, and the idea is that you have a drink at every stop,
yeah.
and
Oh,
there's like
I could do
30
that.
or
I could
something.
do that.
So it's a lot of drink after a while.
Don't worry, I'm an Englishman. I could handle my drinks. Don't worry.
But yeah, just throwing it out for any other questions out there for anyone. Obviously, we've got quite a nice little thing going here now.
Pub crawl when?
yeah, we'll have to try and make it for that 3 days that we call summer.
I don't know if I could last beyond one pub, to be honest.
You see, I
Someone will have
used
to
to be able
drag.
to drink a lot, and then just these days, I don't know. I'm just starting to get a little bit tipsy where sometimes where before I wouldn't. Getting old, I think.
Me too. Yeah, I'm getting old as well. I'm like just like I just turned 21 like 3 days ago. So yeah.
Oh,
Oh
happy
yeah,
birthday for
okay.
2 days ago.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about being old just yet. But yeah, it does seem like we are reaching a somewhat natural ending, unless there's any other questions.
So does anyone have like any questions? This is your last chance to ask any questions that you want.
Yeah, when. Just when. Yeah, a few people typing, so we'll give them a minute. It's when they're typing for half an hour, and then and then after all that, it comes out when.
Yeah.
Wendy List. When. But yeah, I would like to say thank you to everyone that's turned up and hopefully enjoyed our conversation. Um, Big thanks to Snow John and Metaplanes for turning up, as well as Happy and Cold Fusion and Weedtronics if he's still listening. Um, Definitely want to give another shout out to NFT Potato, who's never missed an AMA on tools yet, I believe. Keeping up his 100% record there. And I'd like to, yeah, again, thank you all for coming. And I hope you all pull well and don't get rug pulled.
Or pull rocked, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So are we giving out the
Oh, yes, I'd actually
give up?
forgotten
Yeah.
about that. I'll have to send Brad a quick message. And I'm not able to draw it myself because of the way it's hosted on the server. But I'll send him a quick message. And
Was there someone who said that they wanted to sing on the AMA?
no, I think
I
they
think it.
wanted me to sing because they were waiting for you.
Oh. Ah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, if you'd like to sing, I'm not going to stop you. I may
No, I
mute
would.
you, but I
I
won't
would.
stop you.
I would love to hear you sing, bro.
No, I have a friend of mine that actually owns a recording studio, and I've spent a lot of time down there over the years, and my voice has never ever been recorded, and that is for the best.
No, I think you should like give her one or two words, or one or few lines.
No, I need a lot more alcohol and a karaoke screen for that.
Okay, so why not we ask Happy to sing? Because she's
Oh
a
god, no.
female.
No, 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 no. No, it's like a
She,
fucking screaming banshee.
she's gonna run away now.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Brad's not got back to me, which probably means that he's sneaking a little bit of wifey time. They've actually been working hard all day to get everything back up and running because we had a database issue.
Yeah, I had yeah,
So
like
it
you
might
guys had an
have to
issue
be that
like
it
earlier on,
happens
right?
in an hour or so. And So people, yeah, people should check back later and watch for the notifications.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, apologies for that one. I thought he was going to be round, but
It's all right. Like I'll give him a nudge, you know, before he like bans Metaplanes from CNFT tools.
well,
You know,
we'll certainly be
that was
looking
what.
forward to listing the collab project anyway.
Like I was actually I actually mentioned like earlier on, like later on, before, because we live in like different time zones and stuff. So I was like, when he said like, don't destroy the chat before Brett comes, and I told my like people and say like, hey, you know what, like do whatever shit you want to do, and say whatever you want to say before Brett comes, before he like kicks us out of
Yeah,
takes
I
us
mean,
out from CNFT
you had
tools.
probably like an hour or an hour and a half unsupervised there,
Yeah,
so that's usually when the clay bots turn up. But I think we got away with it last night. But yeah, just for anyone listening, if somebody sends you a DM saying, "Oh, there's this really cool mint that you didn't know about before ever," go mint it now. Just don't click
no,
the
yeah,
link.
just
Just
don't
don't
do it.
click
Just
any links that are DM to you. And there's a new one going around where it looks like it's a picture that's failing to load, but then you click on it and it's some weird um, like Adobe file or something like that.
yeah,
And it'll allow people to log into your Discord account and change passwords and do all sorts of nefarious things. So, in short, just don't click it. Whatever it is, just don't click it.
yeah, just don't click any links.
Like if somebody can send you the link, then you can Google it.
Yeah, unless like if I'm sending the links, because I only send like feed pictures,
Yeah,
of my
but
feet.
feed pictures.
I
Now
can
there's
see them.
the now chat goes mad.
So yeah,
I will have to find a way to or get it sorted out for chat to display on the YouTube videos at some point soon. I think.
it's fine.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna like create a new project called MetaFeed.
Well, you'll have to do a collab with Cypherkicks then.
Yeah, I've already spoke to them. You know what? You guys are covering the outer part of it. Let me bring in the inner part of it.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh
Now
dear.
we had a blast of a day, because um the other night on Metaplanes, like I was giving XP away, because we have a system like I don't know if I could share the the picture on here. Is it
If you
possible if I
do,
could share?
yeah, if you do a screen share, then yeah.
No, yeah, I can't do a screen share right now, because
Okay. Well, if you just post it in chat.
yeah, yeah, I'll try and post it in chat. So it's just like a visual picture, like of the system that we're actually trying to do. So it was so damn funny, because like the amount of things that I had to do was ridiculous. Uh, okay, so let me. Could I share the picture on the chat?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you might not be able to actually. If you DM it to me, I'll be able to do it.
Okay, okay, I'll DM it to you. Okay, done.
All right.
You got it?
Yep. Oh, it's good. go. And if I
Okay,
click on that
nice.
again, open it again, and I can throw it over here for YouTube. There we go. Ooh. So, would you like to take us through this? So, yeah. Oh, so this must be the seat assignments? Have I done something silly? Right, I did do something. Right, sorry about that. You can be heard again. I was just checking that you had a role, and I muted you by accident.
Can you hear me now? Okay,
Yes, you can.
yeah, I can.
Yes, you can be heard now. So sorry about that.
It's fine. So like so this system is actually the multiplier system that we are actually rewarding for the people who actually carry X amount of planes, and they finish a certain few tasks in on the Discord and stuff like that. So what happened was that a few of the people that who actually own like 25 planes and 15 planes and stuff like that, so they were not able to like uh you know bring their level up on the Discord. Like they couldn't reach the level 20 and level 15 or
Yeah.
whatever and so forth. So on a special day, I decided to like reward people with Discord levels, you see.
Okay.
It was a random thing. I actually like wanted to like reward people who actually did something, but it turned out that it became that everyone that is gonna show a feed pic, a picture of their feet, they're gonna get X amount of XP for Discord. And,
Okay.
yeah, and
just
the
just
amount
just keep
of
just remember this. This is going on YouTube. So.
Are you minting these feet pics? I feel like you've got like a secret little collection going on.
I've got a huge collection. I've got a Foot Locker full of feed pics.
Oh God. Oh dear.
So, so it became I couldn't control the chat. Like everyone was like sending feed pics and like, dude, like I was just joking.
Oh dear.
Uh, it was like I've seen like, yeah. Oh my goodness, it's
Yeah,
yeah.
things descend very quickly, don't they?
Ah, Jesus. So yeah,
So yeah, so if
that's
you
how
get
the feed pics came about.
so yeah, so I see you have lots of different multipliers here,
Yep.
and then so uh, the symbols for like the Discord collector and Metaplanes, that looks like your coin.
Yeah, that's the coin. That's it's gonna be the mouse coin.
And
The
are you
like our token is called mouse.
so what uses do your tokens have? Once people have been riding around on the planes and paying their plane fare and everything like that, what use does the token have?
Okay, so the initial use is gonna be for the tokens is because uh people are gonna stake the planes, right? They're gonna stake the planes to earn the tokens. So when they earn the tokens, they would be able to upgrade their planes to get more capacity.
Okay.
Yeah, and when they actually purchase the so-called seats to upgrade their planes, those tokens that would actually be burned.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it's a system that we came up to benefit the holders and to actually benefit the project on the whole to as in on the tokenomics view, because it's a deflationary system that we're actually bringing in.
Yeah, very nice.
Yep.
Is that going to be listed anywhere, or is it just going to be like a
I don't
classed
know.
as like an
It
in-game
will.
thing for legal
No,
purposes?
no, no. It will be listed on the Dexes on Cardano.
Very nice.
Yeah. So we're just working on. I mean, the token is done. Now we're actually working on the staking contracts, and you know how long this things take and stuff like that. So we we actually working on the staking of the planes itself, because staking and tokenomics go hand in hand as well. So
Yeah.
so we're just trying to, like, align everything nicely, and also we're going to align the G 1.5 mint as well. So we're just like, I'm just like, pacing everything slowly and nicely, so that it just comes into place in the future.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean it's quite impressive how many people have hung around for a 90-minute conversation so far. Actually, so just shows how dedicated the community is to just the chance of picking up a new piece of information.
Yeah. The thing is that, like, I've had my community, like, sit around with me for more than 5 hours of just hearing me talk nonsense, and they were still there.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some people typing again. Lots of people typing again.
They
Probably a
always
lot
be
more
typing.
wins.
Yeah. And then, yeah, like what Rose said, Rose is like another gem of a woman that I have in my on Metaplanes. Like, she's amazing. She's like my number two.
Oh
She's like,
wow. Oh, if I'd have known
yeah,
that, I'd have unmuted.
yeah.
Just give me a shout if you'd like to speak, Rose.
Yeah, definitely. She would love to speak. She speaks much more than me.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
let the tidal wave has been unleashed.
Hello, everybody. So yeah, I'm John's number two. That's a fact. But yeah, thank you for the space over here. Yeah, I talk a lot, but no, it's actually a great project. And the thing that I was saying, it's about the alphas are always going on the voice chat. That's why everybody is staying like around if we are on a voice chat, because we know that eventually John will give us something good over there. It doesn't matter if it's 1 hour, 5 minutes, 5 hours. We've been there, but we will get like amazing info over. So yeah, it's my pleasure to be actually on the project and help you, everybody over there, with everything I can.
So, have you been on the project from the start, or did you come in later on?
No, I've been there for a while now. I remember like when I was trying to get whitelisted before, and then eventually I became a mod over there, and everything because of the song. You can ask John about it, but yeah, it's an amazing project, and I love how this have been going.
So, how did you end up in Cardano and NFTs then?
Well, the thing is that I've been for a while doing a lot of investment, and then I move on to crypto. Eventually, I migrated to the NFT world, and I started in Cardano. So I start like bumping up in some project and do a lot of thing over there. And eventually, I ended up in Metaplanes. I actually loved the roadmap on the project. I was really hyped on for the project itself when it started, and that's how I ended up. I just I'm just a girl that likes to read, likes to think, likes to, I don't know, do something different. And I ended up being there like full time.
Yeah, I mean, my journey was, I had a friend that I used to do some match betting with, and like he'd show me pictures of these like really early NFT projects where it would literally be like a white sheet with a goat and a lamp and a star and really randomly badly drawn things, and they're being sold for silly money, and like we both laugh at it, and like we both just said, you know, when people come along and do it right, that's when we'll get into it. And he used to do a little bit of work with Legion of Brad, and
Mhm.
Cardano started, and you know, I came on, and I was really impressed with Cardano, so I bought in and did all that, and then became really invested in the project, and ended up becoming community manager, and then ended up where I was able to leave my throwing boxes in a fulfillment center to working for Cardano's and now CNFT Tools full time. So I'm kind of living the dream right now.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that happened to me too. Like I was just there because of the project, and eventually I became part of it.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of projects have at least one person with that story, which I think is really good. Like you know, we're out here making a living working on the blockchain.
Exactly.
Like you know, there's not many people that can say that, and there's a lot of people who dream it, but you know, we're the fortunate few on that front.
Yeah, that's so true. And the interesting thing over here is that like I'm the other way around of the world than John is. So at the start it was like he we actually thought like he's a bot. He never sleeps. And then eventually we start just to like, I don't know, when he was out I was in, and then it's like now he has my time zone because he's always like awake on our side of the world. That's funny, but yeah, it's actually pretty nice to have a lot of people, the different places of the community over there. I don't know, it's just it's amazing to get to know a lot of people from a lot of places around the world just because an NFT project. That's something I really love about this.
Just so a little update. Brad's just got back to me. He'll be able to do the draw for the Metaplanes NFT in approximately 5 minutes.
Nice. Welcome back. Oh, he's not in the AMA, right?
Nah, no, he's not.
Okay.
No.
You see, he keeps telling me that he's going to listen in one day, but it's kind of
Maybe
nice not to have the
when you
pressure
don't expect
pressure
it.
of the boss listening. So
Of course, that's how it's supposed to be.
I've got a few like good you know um pilots, if I could say, on the chat as well. If I could give them a shout out,
yeah,
like
yeah, go
give
for it.
them a few, give them a few minutes. We should give like Crypto G. Crypto G is like
Oh
the
yeah, that's a name I see in many places, and he can now speak
yeah.
if he wants to. I think he's self muted at the minute. Might not have a microphone hooked up.
Nah, Crypto G speaks a lot. Like I've heard a lot of
Hey!
things.
I
Oh,
was
there we go.
Yeah.
muted. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi. He speaks now.
I do speak, and
Emphasis on
he
he
is a
there, yeah.
she. He
Mhm.
is a
Sorry about
she.
that.
That's okay.
We're used to it,
Oh,
right, Crypto?
yeah, we are. You just call us what you want, and we'll correct you when we can. Oh, I love this project. It's been a great adventure. My son, Weetronics, got me involved, and I have just absolutely, it's been amazing. It's a great trip.
That's a great trip.
Yep. Everybody's flying high, and I just trip below watching them. So he's going to be disappointed that he couldn't be here. But he'll be
Great.
here at my house in a few minutes. So,
Okay.
huh?
It's gonna be a family reunion then.
Yes, it will be. He's going to be so excited. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying to stay strong, but this is precious.
So Crypto G is like the queen of Metaplanes, you know?
Very nice.
I'm the queen mom.
Yeah, queen mom.
Everybody calls me mom. Yeah.
Aw.
So, but just getting to know everybody and to see all the new adventures that Legolas has for us, it's just really, really fun to watch and read and explore. And listening to him talk sometimes helps us in other projects. We'll know when we're going to get in trouble or not, and so we will pull out real quick. Thank goodness.
Well,
So even though he thinks he's just gibbering, we're listening and we're learning. We're learning from him. He's got a lot of useful knowledge for all of us. So thank you for that.
well, the good news is that the Metaplanes draw has now taken place, and Fusion Fighter is the winner.
Who is that?
Fusion Fighter,
Fusion Fighter. Okay. Oh, Fusion.
FUZEN underscore fighter.
Okay.
Yes.
He's not in
He's not
the
on the AMA,
he's
so
not on
no,
the
you can't
AMA.
give it to no, you're not gonna give the plane to him. No. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm sure he'll be or he or she will be a happy person when they come back and find out.
Yeah. That's the
Very
thing about
nice.
like, giveaways, people get happy. Do you know like I've got a giveaway bot that is rigged? Do you know that? I'm still like trying to I'm still trying to like
I mean, you're not supposed to announce that on, you know.
That's terrible.
no, like I do not know what to do with my giveaway bot. I'm like trying to keep it fair, but this
Give it away.
this AI bot is trying to like give plays to the same people like a million times.
That's true. We've been encountered like when we actually want that to be like the most random you can do, it will give the giveaway for someone that has had it like 5 times. When we actually don't care that much, like who's gonna get it or something like that, then it gives to random people. So it's like, what's happening over there? And then we actually have like two in a row winners. We have had two in a row winners. It's
That's
it's
me.
crazy. Hey, champs too.
It's me.
Yeah, might have to get Brad on making a giveaway bot that other people can use as well. Then maybe.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna ask you, like, can you guys like do a giveaway board which is like not rigged, you know?
Mhm. That actually works.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure, huh?
I'm sure we'll see what we can do. Oh dear.
Yeah, there's a few more. There's the thing when I speak on metaplanes, like I leave all their mics open because like everyone would want to speak as well. And the good thing is that like they will not like overlap each other. They always would respect like when someone is actually speaking.
Yeah, I mean that's something that I'm loath to risk on a server, a more open server like this one. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, definitely in in your own community, that's an impressive thing to be able to do, to have that many people having a conversation in voice without talking over each other.
Yeah, but like most of the guys here are like my guys. So, but yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
I
Like,
mean, it's just where I'm recording this for YouTube and things like that as well. There's a there's a sound quality issue sometimes, and B, random shouting doesn't always go down too well.
I get it. I get it. So, there is a few like metaverse projects that we've been keeping our tabs on, and the reason why all these metaverse projects are actually coming on board is because it's not always just about selling land. It's not always just about selling your houses on your metaverse. They have come to realize that there's more to a metaverse than just selling land.
Yeah.
So we have a few people coming on board, and we're just trying to work out the technicalities about things of how the planes are going to be flying, and stuff like that. And they are like really good projects. So in due time, I would actually make the announcements, and stuff like that.
No, that all sounds very good. Um, yeah, so people should be joining your Discord server and following you on Twitter. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll have those links below the video. Um, but yeah, honestly, I'm actually starting to feel a little hungry myself, so I might have to start moving this towards a close at some point soon.
Okay, so we do like a last round of people having questions
Yeah,
or
yeah,
people who want to speak.
very definitely.
Yeah. So let's just ask them. So does anyone want to have a say, or have got a question or something that they would want to ask?
I'm going to paraphrase this one, but when seeing FT Tools playing?
Eh, No, see, the thing is, I would love to do a CNFT plane, a CNFT tools plane, but it's like how, like,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it yeah, like it would just, if I was to do a CNFT tools plane, it would just be for like visuals.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it would work in a Tools livery, but not
Yeah,
necessarily as a theme.
yeah, correct. So I mean, if I could, or we could come up with an idea of a CNFT tools plane, like which could break stigmas and stuff like that. Yeah, I would definitely be open to doing a CNFT. So because the thing is that, like, I'm trying to like bring in one more group, one more project in the collaboration min as well. So um the thing is that, like, most of the groups that we actually have already collaborated with are all PFP projects.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, they have like utilities and stuff like that, but it's literally like putting their NFTs on the planes, you see.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
But yeah, I
if
mean, like those conversations, I would have to happen with Legion of Brad and BRZCAT and blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
However he's spelling it today. Anyway, we do have evidence that he doesn't spell it correct every time. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
like
No,
yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, like, CFE tools, my head's down. You guys have been amazing. The only reason why I changed the bots is because you guys made the system a bit more easier for project owners as well as NFT holders.
yeah, and obviously we bring the extra bang for the buck with the website integration with everything, where you can hit your wallet button and you can use it as a filter to see your NFTs in a project, or you can go to our wallet view and see all your NFTs in one place, no matter what wallet they're in.
Yep.
And
Yeah, you guys are like, game changers on CNFTA. Like, honestly.
yeah, well, I'm I'm the one that gets to sit here and take the credit, but Legion of Brad and
Yeah,
PRZ,
just take the credit.
CNCN are the
Just
are real bosses on that one.
just take the credit for like the next half an hour.
Why, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Witronics has got something to say.
Oh, and he can speak. And all of a sudden, he's gone very shy.
Wait, I can talk?
Yes, you can.
Holy cow, what's up?
welcome to the AMA.
What's cracking? I'm over
That's
here
good,
trying
man.
Let
this
me
cruise.
introduce you to my son.
That would be me.
So I
What I
believe you
miss.
have some words of wisdom for us.
Oh, do I? What did I miss?
You missed quite a bit, but I think this AMA should be on YouTube, right?
Yes, yeah, I'll be uploading all of this fairly soon after we finish.
Oh, that's
It'll
awesome.
take a while for a video this long, so forgive me if I don't make too many cuts to it.
I think you should just cut out my part of it. You know, it will make it much shorter.
Well, then it'd just be us laughing all the time. So,
Yeah.
oh, and saying when.
Yep, and wait. That's right. That's about right. What's up, fams? Gotta say, I love the space. Love this community, that's for sure. And I love John. John is the man. Throw that out there.
Or John maybe is a woman, right?
I mean, no.
Yeah, there's no need to get all judgy now. Says the guy who called your mum a man.
Oh, no. He's the businessman, that's for sure. Nobody else like him.
But yeah, I'm thinking my belly and the lack of questions are moving us towards a close at this point. But yeah, I'd really like to thank everyone for turning up, those who spoke and those who didn't, and everyone who was typing and showing lots of love to everyone. Thank you, Snow John, for coming along and introducing this pretty flipping awesome project to me.
Definitely.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for hosting us. You know, it's been a pleasure, and I don't have to you know um say a lot of things about the community that I have, and because like people that have believed in Metaplanes have been like great, and like this is just a few of the people who are actually in the project, and there's a lot more that are in different time zones, and they would have loved this AMA that we actually did with you.
Yeah, and make sure you all, anyone on YouTube is following Metaplanes on Twitter. You can see their address, which is twitter.com/metaplanes NFT. They've got a link to their Discord there and a link to their website, and I'll post them below in the box below the video. And again, thank you all for coming, and I hope you all stay well and laugh a lot.
Awesome, definitely. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Keep it up.